Today I'm going to go over my 13.12 solo queue tier list for top lane. I will be doing similar tier lists for every role in the coming days, so keep your eyes out. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go super in-depth on every champion, but note two things. First, you'll likely see some champs here that don't typically go in top lane. If you've watched my previous videos on drafting, you'll know that I have a very open mind when it comes to flexing champions into different roles. Secondly, any champion C tier and below, I'm considering a don't bother playing champion. Essentially, they're trash and desperately in need of buffs to become relevant in solo queue. I'll start first with Z tier, which you can see is quite scarce. Gangplank is a champion that has been overlooked for ages now, receiving almost no play in high elo solo queue or competitive. After they changed his passive last year to scale with crit chance, this champion has been very strong. He can also take advantage of the new Triforce trend, while also having diverse build path options to make his late game scaling almost unmatched. Next is K'Sante. I don't think I need to say much here, as most of you have probably experienced this abomination that Riot has created. In patch 13.12, they increased his E cooldown by 1.5 seconds at all ranks, which is an amusingly negligible change. This champion is still at the peak of top lane, and I recommend permabanning him in all ELOs. The last champ in Z tier, in my opinion, is Sion. If you've watched the Bouse, you understand the power of the champion. In my opinion, tank Sion is always better than lethality, and with infinite scaling, immortal tankiness, and immense damage with Hullbreaker and Titanic Hydra, Sion makes for an unkillable side lane demon in solo queue situations. Moving to the S and A tiers, most of these champions are hopefully uncontroversial. However, I wanted to mention Ivern and Draven specifically. Ivern is another champion that has gone overlooked for a long time. He's one of those champions that is just annoying to play against and can kite out almost any melee bruiser. He scales well into the late game and has unexpected damage and CC with Daisy. Now Draven is a champion that has very high base stats, and those stats obviously increase with level. Well, you get more XP in solo lanes than you do in bot lane. It is a similar case with solo lane Aphelios, but I think Draven is better in solo queue right now. He has perma kill pressure in lane, and can abuse Triforce as well. This is probably a pick more tailored to higher ELOs, but still, Draven is extremely strong in the top lane right now. That concludes my 13.12 tier list rundown. Stay tuned for the jungle tier list soon. Thanks for watching, see you next time.